Hi guys, it's Babs with Listen to Your Inner You. Thank you for watching and subscribing. My website is listentoyourinneryou.com. You can book sessions on there and they will show up in your own timeline. I'm just on my way out for a little walk with the dog and I wanted to show off my new hat, and I also wanted to remind you that as you're beginning to change any story or belief, remember that of course you don't believe them, and remember that they don't feel right yet, right? Because they're not true yet, because the current opposite is in place. So in manifesting, when you're doing the manifesting steps, there's always this point where you bring up the resistance, or you find the resistance and then you turn it around. Those are usually stories, beliefs, doubts, fears, right? So you have to turn them around, and as you're turning them around, they might feel really unreal or really untrue, and that's just old energy. And then the same actually applies to belief work. When you change a belief, it's pretty much the same as changing a story. It just takes a little bit longer. And we don't have a ton of beliefs. Most of the things we have in place are actually stories. Beliefs are a lot more rare. We have, let's compare it, and I'm going to make up some numbers. We have maybe 50 beliefs and or 100 beliefs, and then each of these beliefs can create maybe, let's say, again, I'm making up these numbers. Each of these beliefs can create hundreds and hundreds of stories. So that's a big difference, right? And I want you to remember that. And I want you to remember that as you're changing these stories or beliefs, that they don't feel true, and that is normal. And again, with a belief, it just takes longer. With a belief, it can take a couple of months, depending on how strong or how old the belief is, right? Well, if it's a core belief, it'll take a while. If you choose one single belief, usually it can take up to 2 months. It depends on you, what the belief is. Again, I don't know. But remember that they won't feel true. And remember the collab I did with Veronica, and she mentioned you could be gentler on you and say, oh, maybe I could be beautiful. You know what? I am more forward with the approach of changing it, because this isn't about being gentle to myself. There's many ways where I'm gentle and loving to myself. I talk to myself all the time. I release emotions, I acknowledge these things, and that's being gentle. But when it comes to changing a belief and changing a story, I am pretty much brutal on my subconscious, and I just go no, and I say the opposite. I don't usually go no, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I argue with myself and I go screw you, or I have arguments and I scream and I cry and I'm like, what do you want from me? I'm pretty aggressive about it though, in the sense that I will go at it full force, and I go, no, that's not even true. I am good enough. I am good enough. I am good enough. I am worth it. I am deserving. I am doing it right. I am doing right. Apparently I'm not doing it right because there's an airplane going on, but I'm not very gentle with myself when it comes to the beliefs or the stories themselves, because they're just a story. They're just a belief. They're not real. They're only real because we had them in place long enough, right? So they started playing out, unfortunately. But you don't actually have to be gentle. There's many ways where you can be gentle with yourself, such as when you learn to drop expectations and you're telling yourself that you're doing the best you can, or be gentle with yourself by acknowledging and accepting and letting out all the emotions you have in place and being patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself when you're going through the beliefs and say, you know what, I am doing the best I can. I'm doing the best right now. It's just right now, it's taking forever, and acknowledge all of what's going on. That's how I'm gentle with myself. But I don't actually say, when I say and change a belief or a story, and it's, for example, I'm beautiful, I'm not gonna say I could be beautiful. Maybe I am beautiful. What if I am beautiful? Sometimes I do change stories with what if. I don't do that with beliefs though. With stories, I do it because the what if changes really quickly into the actual new story. It automatically does that. Your mind is incredible, and it does that automatically. So what if I like it, it actually changes automatically into the new story that you're becoming more and more convinced. And stories change pretty quickly. They can change within a week. But then other than that, I'm pretty brutal on those beliefs because they don't deserve to stay in place. I'm not going to say, what if I am good enough? No, I am good enough, and I'm going to argue with my subconscious all day long. I'm just going to argue with it, because that's really what you're doing for the next couple of months, is arguing with your subconscious about those deep beliefs. So I'm not gentle. What if I could be beautiful? No, I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am nice. I am wanted. I am loved. I am these things. I'm not going to be gentle. I don't have to be gentle because these old ugly stories aren't even true. I made them up at some point and they're not true. So I'm going to argue. And that's still being good to myself, because I know I deserve better. I know I deserve to know that I'm beautiful and loved and wanted and all these things, right? So that's, for me, that's gentle enough. And that's how I approach it, and it works for my clients. And if other ways work for you, do that. But again, remember that when you start changing a belief or a story, it won't feel true. And beliefs take a lot longer, so they won't feel true for a longer time. And stories, it's a couple days and then you're over it, and then boom, it's true. So I hope that helped. Have a great day.